Okay, on this one date, we were summoned to St. Joseph Hospital, which is kind of weird. We don't usually go on domestic calls, but this is what it was. And it wound up being an order of protection violation. So, like I said, we don't usually do those kinds of investigations. But anyway, as the case went, we get in there. And so, as we're going into the nurse's station, I see this piece of what I thought was machinery. And so I look on the floor and the thing's totally shattered. And I'm like to the nurse, I'm like, what the hell was that? She goes, that's a brand new fetal monitor that we got. She says, I think it was 30,000 or plus dollars. So I said, well, what happened to it? And she said, this guy came in to visit his girlfriend. He's got an order of protection. And so that wasn't going to happen. So security was taking him out and he smashed the unit to smithereens. And so I wound up going after him, and they told me it was Norman Blazier. And so I went, and I knew Norman, and knew where his mother was, and so I, I went there to get him. And so his mother answered the door. I happened to notice he had about size 14 boots on a tray outside the door, and they were all filled with water. So I knew it was him that just came home. So anyway, Mary answers the door, and she comes out of the apartment instead of like letting us in. And so I said, Mary, we need to talk to Norman. She said, well, Norman's not here. I said, well, I know he's here. And she goes, how do you know that? I go, two people outside saw him come in here. And they really didn't because there was no people outside. So she goes, I don't give a shit who your people are. She says, he's not here. I said, okay, well, let me go in there and take a look. You're not coming to my fucking apartment. I go, why? Because he's in there? No. I go, okay, I'm going to come back here in about 15 minutes with a search warrant, which you can't get for about 5 hours. You have to have three different judges. So anyway, we wait outside, right? Now it's a good 30 degrees outside. So we went outside and about a block away, and here comes Norman out of the apartment, and he's slipping and sliding all over the ground, falling. So I go over to him. I go, hey, Norm, where'd you get these new shoes? Oh, I forgot to mention that his boots wound up on the building next door before we left. I don't know how they got there, but they were there. So I said, Norman, where'd you get these new shoes? And he goes, oh, fuck you, Vassenelli. And I'm like, no, fuck you. You're going to jail. So now we bring him down there, and the guys in the jail are like, the fuck is this? I go, those are his new shoes. And they're like, what are you talking about? I go, well, somehow his boots wound up in the building next door because he was an innocent guy. Mary wasn't cooperating, so he had to do something. He put those bags around his feet, and he took a bunch of rubber bands and some shoelaces, and those were his shoes, but he wasn't too smart because I got him.